Good morning, YouTube. Well, it looks like it's going to be a busy day for YouTube for me. There's several things I want to address. I'm not going to address them in this video. So I want to address this question. Let's start off with a little negativity. Or maybe it's not even intended to be negative. It could just be somebody asks a question. So this person's name is in a sexy mood. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe your name is Anchorman20R, and then you're just hashtagging in a sexy mood. I don't know. Anyway, here's the question. This is addressing that video I did about Kim Burrell. I don't want to be stuck with this Kim Burrell stuff forever, but anyway, it's a decent question, so I want to answer it for you. Okay, did you research, reference, or looking up anything that was said in the Bible? Have you gone to the Bible to see any valid points that you were? So I guess, hold on, I can pull it up on my computer. Have you gone to the Bible to see any valid points that were made? Okay, that's the question. It's a reasonable question. I don't know if he's being bad or not, but the answer is no. Okay, I thought I talked about this in last week a couple of times about this Bible worshiping thing. But no, I will never go to the Bible to try to argue with these people about, because I reject the idea that the Bible is the Word of God. I don't take it like that. So for me to go, and then if you insult me based on something in the Bible written 6,000, 5,000, 4,000 years ago, then I will be saying that I agree that that's the Word of God. So when you say go to the Word of God, that's something you have to believe. I don't accept that. How can you take a letter that was written by Paul, who never met Jesus, written to the church? Paul wrote several letters to the church. It is essentially the whole New Testament. After the three Gospels, and I have spent some time in the Bible, don't get me wrong, and that was part of my development to bring me to where I am today. But uh, after the three Gospels, most of it is Paul. Most of it is Paul writing letters. So how you get from there to this is the Word of God. So are you saying that Paul was a deity? Was the church some kind of I mean, he wasn't even in agreement with the churches. He was going to go off on them. This was a spiritual man, like a bishop in that time over churches. So he's just writing to them. You turn it into the Word of God. You take the book of Psalms, you take them and you say, that's the Word of God. Do it say, so saith the Lord? No. Most religions have the same beginning of Old Testament Pentateuch. Most religions, they have that beginning, and then they've all, of course, added to that to develop their religion. Listen, I'm not going to sit there and just dog people out for having their religion. God bless you. If it feeds you, if it helps you, God bless you. You're doing a good job. But don't expect that from me. So the answer is no. If you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you what I personally feel about it or what I think about it. If it's something that I feel worthy of me wanting to know more about it, then I'll go and research it. But I don't just go and just research stuff and read what I read in the book, because I reject that idea. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think that the Bible has to be the Word of God in order for it to be beneficial to humanity. And I don't think that you need to be reading the Bible to believe in God. I think it's a spiritual matter. A spiritual is the unseen thing. It's not a seen thing written in a book. So, I'm not being a smart ass, brother Anchorman20R. I'm not being a smart ass. I'm not trying to be that. I'm just letting you know that's how I feel about it. I don't see that as the Word of God. Now, I'll tell you this. I am a lazy person. So to go digging through that book, which I haven't read. I mean, I read it when I first became a Christian. It was the thing that made me a Christian, was the Bible. So I'm not going to speak down on the Bible, but It's not something that I read on a regular basis. I don't believe that it's necessary. So I'm not going to get my answers out of there. I'm going to get my answer in what I believe is in my heart, which would be also a spiritual thing. My ability to tell right from wrong. I'm not going to just be able to tell right from wrong just from what's in a book. Okay, so I hope I wasn't being a smart. I'm not going to take your question down. Usually you guys are making me so tired of having to delete all these people. My arm is so, when I get in the morning, Monday morning, then I got to go through here and block all you guys who want to talk nasty to me. All the trolls. The trolls take up a half hour of my life. I got to go and get rid of you guys. But I don't think you were necessarily being nasty. And it's a reasonable question, so I answered it. Okay, I'll be back here a couple of times. There are a couple of things I want to talk about. So it's Monday. 5 days to D-Day.